Go.
Alright. Hi, I'm Brian Darty, and I'm here with Seth Glier at JustMusic Coffeehouse in Pompton Lakes. How are you today, Seth?
I'm good. How are
Excellent.
you?
Good.
Cool.
Alright. You've been playing a lot of, or in your schedule, it's a lot of festivals lately, right?
Yeah.
Alright, which do you prefer? Like, venues like the smaller venues or the big festivals?
Well, to be totally honest, this is the first summer we've ever played in music festivals before. We did our first one last weekend at the Kerrville Folk Festival in Texas, and we're going to be doing one in Scotland, the Fringe Festival, and Falcon Ridge and the Connecticut Folk Festival. So it's such a new thing for me that I've always just done the coffee house kind of thing. So it's fun, it's beautiful to get in front of that many people and share your music.
Awesome. Alright, you went to Berklee College of Music, but you didn't stay very long.
Not even close.
Why was that?
It was a great year in my life to live in Boston and be out of a small town. I'm from Shelburne Falls, and so living in Boston was great, but it just felt like an overpriced paint-by-numbers project. And Berklee itself, I guess the best way I can put it is I was ready to just play for people and not grades.
Right. Alright, you've worked with some pretty awesome artists. Who's your favorite to work with and why?
It's all different. It takes a different capacity to work with each of them. I love traveling with Livingston Taylor because he is. I learned an incredible amount about my own performance with him. He will make a point of watching my set every single night, and he'll hand me notes.
Awesome.
So it's really cool. It's sometimes a little bit much to take, but at other times it's totally invaluable. And, there's other people like Ellis Paul. I love traveling with because his craft for songwriting is you can't help but feel inspired just by being around him. Yeah.
That's cool. All right, do you have any industry plans? Are you like looking towards anything?
Industry plans. Well, the best way I can answer that question is it's really difficult to have any plans in an industry that doesn't really work. So my plan is just like one day at a time, as long as if I can at least, do a little bit more good than the day before. That's pretty much my plan. I mean, there's tours like being planned and like records that'll come out. I mean, industry plans, we're putting out a new record in January, but a lot of it's just out of my control. You you create this baby, and then it grows up, and then you release it, and it has to find its own way into the world.
Cool. All right. Did you always know that you were going to do music? If not, what pushed you to pursue it?
I did not always know I was going to do music. I thought I was going to be Wayne Gretzky. I wanted to be Wayne Gretzky. I was a really, really big ice hockey player, and I'm not a very big guy. So when checking started getting involved, I just got clobbered, and I broke pretty much like everything on this half of my body. And in order to feel like I was part of the team, I started singing the national anthem before the games, and that's kind of how it all started in the beginning. And I think it makes sense now that music is such a key part of my life, but it was something that I just kind of let happen as opposed to a choice.
Cool. All right. What are some of your musical influences?
Well, for me, it's classic songwriters like James Taylor, Joni Mitchell, Jackson Browne, Randy Newman, like songs that doesn't matter who covers them. Whenever you hear that song, it's like such a distinct fingerprint. You know when you hear Fire and Rain, that's James Taylor's voice. And I find, there's so many great songs out there, but I find there's something really magical in the fact that you can hear a song and just know that it's them. It's such a it's a fingerprint, and it's something that I think that's where timeless songs come from. They just carry through generations. So I'm fascinated by that.
Yeah. All right. What inspires you to write?
I have no idea. I don't write a lot. I will say that. I write a lot in my own head, but I don't really write it down. So sometimes I'll just kind of I'll hear something, or something will be said to me just in conversation, or I'll see something like people watching, and like I store that lyric or that line or that visual, that image in my head somewhere, but I don't write it down. And I probably should, but then it comes, usually every couple months, all those images form together and explain something, hopefully.
Very cool.
I don't know. I don't really have any like point on the process, for sure. I have no control over it, nor should I.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, are your favorite artists to listen to different from those who inspire what you do?
Yeah, I mean, I love Wu-Tang Clan. I really, really do. And, I mean, I listen to everything. I listen to, like, anything that's real. There's like, I mean, I think soul music can be found in rap or folk or pop, but, like, that's what it is. It has to come from here. It has to be real. It's not cookie cutter.
Yeah.
And, so yeah, I love Kings of Leon. I like the Killers. I mean, there's a lot of newer bands that I really, really love. But I know I don't really do that.
Yeah.
But maybe I would. I don't know.
Someday. You never know.
Yeah.
Alright. What would you say is your top 3 played songs on your iPod and why?
I think it changes depending on where I am in my life, but I would say there's a song by Rosie Thomas called "It Don't Matter to the Sun." There's Jackson Browne, "These Days." It's a song that I listen to a lot. Third would probably be "Both Sides Now" by Joni Mitchell.
Yeah. Alright, so what's your favorite song that you've ever written?
I mean, I have songs that I'm proud of, but I'm really, really proud of "The Trouble with People."
Yeah.
I'm really proud of some of the new songs that I write, but it's tough for me to, like, claim ownership of them sometimes, because the process is it's something that the best songs come out when you're not really there.
Yeah.
So that's the best way I can put that.
Alright, thank you very much.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Nope.